Okay, it's 10 o'clock. The Excise Board calls this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Joe Clement.
Yes.
Jerry Terrell.
Here.
Stoney Odom.
Here.
Number 3, approve the Excise Board proceedings from previous meeting.
Motion to approve. Second.
Joe Clement.
Yes.
Jerry Terrell. Stoney Odom.
Yes.
Review and sign of approved appropriations and transfers of appropriations. Do you have any?
No.
No action.
The Excise Board recess its meeting to the commissioners at this time.
Motion to recess to commissioners meeting. Second.
Joe Clement.
Yes.
Jerry Terrell.
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes.
Open this meeting, County Commissioners meeting. Number 1, open the meeting. Number 2, roll call. Number 3, pledge allegiance. Roll call.
Clark McClary.
Here.
Larry Watson.
Here.
Billy Cloud.
Yes. Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 4, recognize guest. Glad to see everybody here today. Move on to number 5, new business. Do we have any new business?
I've got one thing. Go ahead, sir.
I've got a new business as a contract with the City of Quinton to house their inmates. Just need y'all's approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Yeah.
Second.
Second.
Clark McClary.
Billy's.
Yes.
That's
Larry
good.
Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud. Billy Cloud.
Yes.
And what I was going to bring up was the burn ban. You know, we got anywhere from 3/4 to an inch of rain over the weekend, and we've got rain forecast later on this week for 3 or 4 straight days. So I'm gonna make a motion that we terminate the burn ban.
Second.
Clark McClary.
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes. Any more new business?
Yeah, I got.
Business where we speak, if we're not on the agenda, the association, this new business, is that where we speak?
If the chairman, yeah, if he.
Yeah, I guess, what do you want, you want new business?
Yeah, if that's where we speak, we didn't have time to get on the agenda for
Okay, then I guess speak.
this. Okay, so, on behalf of the Firefighter Association, myself and Mr. Robinson's here to represent them. We submitted a open records request to the Clark County Clerk's office. The clerk complied with the request, had everything available for our viewing. The next day, our emergency management director removed 2 of the items that was on the records request from her office, which is denying us access to our open records request. We would just like to know why. We would like to ask the Board of Commissioners why we're not being, why the request is not being met.
DA called me, and I did talk to him about it, and do you have the same deal on your, with the fire department? Is that all, the rules and regulations, the book? That's all it was, the rule and regulation book about what the EMS should be doing, right?
Negative.
Or that,
No,
okay.
sir.
Do you have
It
that?
is, I have the request right here.
I know, but do you have that same?
No, it is
Rule book.
filed and kept with the clerk's office. Nobody has it.
No, it's EMS's book. They give it to it. Now that's
Okay.
what he said. I don't
Okay,
know.
so here's the thing, as you guys know, the county clerk is the record keeper for all records for the Haskell County, for everything.
But it's not a Haskell County records. It's
It is.
EMS records.
Negative, sir.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
It's a Haskell County record, kept on file for all, as a matter of fact, all fire chiefs have unlimited access to that record because it is a hazard mitigation plan, and it is also our countywide
I
emergency
thought that all
operations
the,
plan.
I thought y'all all had the same record book.
No, sir, there's only one, and it's
There's
getting
not
in the
only
clerk's
one,
office.
there were 21 of the emergency operation plans
Okay.
that were distributed to all law enforcement, all county fire, EMS, but it's old. So if you don't have it, I mean, I understand that. I inherited it. It should be on file with the county clerk's office.
Correct.
The copy that I have is the one that's been there for far longer than I've been here.
Correct. But back to the original question, why are we being denied viewing of those two
Well, no,
policies?
did you go to his office and ask him to see it?
I filed my open records request with the clerk's office, that's all that
Okay.
needed to be done.
Okay,
They should have never been removed.
then I'll get with
when
the
they were-
DA and I'll see why it's not done. I don't know,
Well,
really, because
The
it's
DA
his.
called you already, and he
Yeah, he
advised
called
me
me
that
and I told
he
him I
asked
would
you
check
guys-
into it and try to see what's going on,
And they were supposed to
And
be
I'll
back
get
on
back
their
with
desk by
it.
close of Friday, is what he
Yes.
told me.
okay?
So, once again, I'm asking why we're being denied our open records
Nobody's
request.
denied you yet, I don't guess. When did you take it down there? He said that you took it down there and gave it to the clerk's office,
Wednesday.
on your records book. When did you take it?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, you left it down there,
Yep.
and okay. And then they never did look at it, and you picked it up when?
Thursday evening.
Thursday evening.
Okay,
Okay, you took it Wednesday and Thursday, you look at it, you didn't go, when did you go to look at it?
I was going Friday morning on my first time day off,
Okay.
first attempt to get a chance to look at it.
Well, then you should have called him, he was there
I
Friday.
don't have to call him, sir.
Okay,
I open records request sitting on her desk.
Well.
She emailed me, told me they were there and available at my convenience.
I'll get with the DA then,
Okay.
okay? I'll get with the DA, cause I don't know the rules and
DA's already reached
regulations.
out to you.
Okay.
I'm just here today to advise you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not wanting to get into this.
Okay,
But if we don't have them by the close of today, we will reach out to OSBI. Okay?
that's great,
Okay.
you
Thank you.
got your deal. Okay, let's move on to number 6.
I've got some more business.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah.
Okay,
The fire departments had said something about a generator there last week or week before last. We didn't get it on the agenda this week, but I got emailed the bids. There were 2 bids. There was one from Generator Super Center from Little Rock, and it was $10,117.50. 5G Electric and Stigler was $85.55, and those are turnkey with the propane and everything, ready to go. I just wanted to bring that up, that we'd have got 2 prices. My suggestion would be that the county purchase it for them, because of record keeping on the inventory. If we buy a portion of it, and you've got 11 fire departments that have a portion of it, us putting it on our inventory is gonna be a problem. But that's just a suggestion.
Do we have that money in our funds, in general fund, under the
Well,
Choctaw?
I was wanting to, or suggested using the Choctaw Quarterly, because it's to benefit the county, everybody in the county. But like I say, that's just my suggestion. I know we need to get one up there in case power goes out again, that repeater works.
Anything we purchase with county money will have to go on county inventory.
Because we can't piecemeal it out, it's either gotta be all or nothing, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
yes. Okay, then I guess,
Well, me and Jack talked, I guess it was Thursday, about the deal, and I suggested that the county would do the propane tank and set up and running the line and let the fire departments pay for the actual generator. Since they had, they get sales tax money and they have the ability to do that with their sales tax money.
Terry, did that affect your communications too?
We had no communications that entire time, I guess that weekend.
And that's why I suggested the whole deal or nothing, because I mean, if we buy the propane, I guess we could buy the propane tank that supplies it. Is that kind of what you?
Yeah,
To
that's what-
pay a portion of it.
I told Jack that the sheriff's department could purchase the propane tank, and he said that those prices that he got included the propane tank.
Yeah, this is turnkey, the 10,000 and the 85, that's turnkey,
Installed and everything.
everything.
we would send the trustees up there to clean it all up, it's all growed up.
Get it ready for the install.
Maybe might need some gravel up there, I don't know if the truck can get up there or not.
We'll get something up there. That's where I was at, so whatever you boys want to do. I'm all
Well,
for
I
helping,
think-
all for helping them. any way
Well, I
we
mean,
can.
I'm not opposed to the county helping, but I just didn't really think we ought to take the whole lump.
The propane tank itself can be put like on your
Inventory.
capital. It can be on your inventory, but because it is a set item that wouldn't be moving, things like that.
I think Hopkins leases them out for $70 a year, if that's something that you can do.
Well,
If you talk to Hopkins, like Tomo Fire Department, we get ours for free, they don't charge us any kind of rental. As far as county, I think fire departments and place sheriff and stuff, I don't think they charge rental.
Who did you get a quote from? I mean, I guess you've got a quote in this.
Yes, 5G, and a company out of
Little Rock.
Little Rock. I talked to another company also, but they don't handle the generator. They would have to sub out the purchase of the generator part, so their dollar amount's gonna be even higher than those for the subcontract. We would prefer to keep it local, use local as much as we can, especially with them being the cheapest so far. And that gentleman can do turnkey, 5G can, he can do it all, including the tank or whatever.
How much is the total on it?
8555, 8,555.
Okay.
And that boy's right here in
By the
Stigler.
tank, and you want to let them buy the generator, right?
Well, that was that's what
Okay.
since,
think that's-
since
that
they've got
happened
the
that
sales
way.
tax money to put toward it.
You wanna buy the generator, Terry?
It's-
Do I want to buy the generator?
No, you don't want to.
I think it's a needed item.
Now, does the fire department have any money to go in on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then,
We just appreciate any help y'all can give.
Okay.
That's,
then that's what he's trying to do, is work it
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah.
the county don't get all the money.
sure.
Again, this benefits the whole county, and that's my suggestion. We pay for the whole deal at 8,500, use a local contractor, and it's a turnkey.
It's also benefiting EMS. It's not just us in the sheriff's office, it's EMS. Anybody that's got a radio in this county benefits off this generator. So it's infrastructure, but like I said, we appreciate whatever you guys decide to do.
I'll make a motion that we use 5G and the county pays $8,555 to purchase a generator and a propane tank.
I guess I'll second it.
Thank you.
Clark McCleary,
Yes.
Larry Watson,
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Approve, number 6, approve commissioners' proceedings from the previous meeting. Have it?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Clark McCleary,
Yes.
Larry Watson,
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
You all right?
Yes.
Call EMS.
Don't do that, it's okay.
Summer, got any blanket POs?
No.
No blankets.
No blankets?
No action.
Okay, no blankets today. Number 8, discuss, consider using Bill Turner with Turner and Associates LLP for annual county budget. Okay, anybody here to talk for, with them?
Either one of us?
I spoke with Mr. Turner on Friday, I believe, and he sent over a lot of information, which I sent to Hannah. Basically, it's gonna be about the same cost as what we have been using. He has a set schedule of when he expects our documents ready so that we can get the county on a timely schedule so we can get back in line with when we're supposed to have things ready. And there, in our findings, of course, as y'all all know, there's a few items that were, based on just bad paperwork numbers. And when he went through and reviewed our budgets on the state websites, he noticed those right off and he pointed them out to me that, hey, this needs to be here, this needs to be there. And I told him, yes, that is some of the issues that we're facing and that we would like to correct as a team.
Well, is Patton doing a bad job, or?
I think a lot of it is just change. A lot of the state auditors have changed. A lot of what the newer people are wanting to see has changed. And this guy has 17 counties right now. The state auditor's office recommends him. Nancy Grantham recommends him. I think it's just as much a, as that time goes by, things change in the way they want things changed.
So you've got a list of the counties you could call and
Yes.
and visit with them and talk to them?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I had spoke with a few, that's how I had gotten his name when I called and asked. I know he's Muskogee County, which is where Mr. Patton is, they use Mr. Turner. Blaine County uses him. There's, well, like I said, there's 17 of them. And I can get you a list. He actually, I think on his email, had said that he would send us references or, and set up a Zoom. If y'all wanna meet with him and talk with him, he would be happy to do that. He's out of the Bonita Briar area.
Looks like we've got it till the 15th to engage with him of May, so we've got some
Yes,
time.
you have time to think about it, talk to people. He's just kind of a ballpark, he's right around $6,000 to do the budget.
We also have a deadline with Carrie Patton's office too on the engagement letter, so I don't know the exact date on that.
And this is, we got till May the 15th?
For that
For this?
company, yes.
Okay. Okay, we'll get in touch with them. Got it out. Thank you.
And I think he would be willing to speak with everyone too if we wanted to have a meeting.
Yes.
He said he would be happy to set up a teleconference call and kind of meet with all y'all, answer your questions, and kind of give you his perspective on things.
They would probably call a special meeting for most of that if
Yeah.
we're all together.
Yeah,
Yes.
would he come? Would he do a Zoom and a special meeting? Would that be easier?
Yes,
Can
he
you?
would do a Zoom and a special meeting.
Okay.
That's how he works with, he also is with McCurtain County, and that's how he does theirs as well.
Yeah.
Because he's in the northeast part of the state, so he doesn't come down a lot, but he does it all.
If you can visit with him, kind of set up a time, we'll call a special meeting and then we'll do a Zoom, set it up.
Yeah, Hannah, just let me know what day y'all want, because he said he's willing to come.
Thank you, Holly, finding all that out, getting in touch with them. Number 9, review and sign if approved resolution 312511 disposing of equipment for Haskell County District 3.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Clark McClary.
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes. Moving on to number 10, emergency manager will address concerns to the Board of County Commissioners.
On Friday, the 14th of March, there was a fire south of Lequire. You guys have heard plenty about that. I got a call from the Steubenville Police Department, the dispatch. I think it was Hunter Edwards that called. Said that the emergency management director from Latimer County was trying to get a hold of me, so I called him. He asked me at the time, he'd been on the phone with the state duty officer. He asked if we had an emergency shelter set up in Leaf Farm. I said, no, it's finally done. He asked what we had available. The state was wanting to know, so I said, I called around. I found the First Assembly Church here in Stigler, talked to the pastor there. They sent someone over, opened the building up for a shelter, called him back, and in the meantime, I headed this way. I stopped in at the church. I talked to Latimer County. It was Trenton, Boston, the emergency manager there. Talked to him on the way. We agreed to meet at Leakwire. Stopped in at the church and talked to Jeremy Bales, who had come in and opened that up as a shelter. From there I went to Leakwire, and in the meantime, Trenton had talked to the state. He said, we don't need anybody manning the shelter right now. They just want to know about availability in case they have to evacuate. So we had that set up. Anyways, went to Leakwire, met with Trenton. We met there at the church at Leakwire and talked about, he kind of debriefed me. He said that the fire started in Latimer County. They had several fire departments out on it. We talked about that for just a minute, and I suggested that we go up to the scene and see what was going on up there. This is about 5:15, 5:20. We went up to the scene, pulled off on as you top over the hill, that first dirt road on top of the mountain. They pulled off on that dirt road. There were 3, I think it was Lime Tech trucks, utility trucks, in the drive or on the side of the road there. There was a fire truck from Red Oak, and there was also county law enforcement from Latimer there at the end of the dirt road. We pulled in there, and we stopped and talked to one of the firemen from Red Oak, talked to, I want to say it was a deputy, or someone from Red Oak Police Department, I'm not sure which. We talked to the guys from Lime-Tech. They informed us that the fire had put out the power lines, the tower was down. They said, we can't get in there and fix that with that power plant. It'll be at least tomorrow before we can fix it. Over there, Forestry came in with a dozer on a semi, and it was tight. You guys would know, we got trucks on both sides of that county road, pulled off on the side, pulling the semis in, we were in the way. So there was several law enforcement and an ambulance and I think 2 fire trucks down on the highway, about maybe 3/4 of a mile past that, down on the county line. So we agreed to go down there. We went down there and monitored the situation. We were there till probably 9:30 that night. On the way down there, I got a hold of Choctaw Emergency Management, Debbie Del Pass. Just let her know what was going on. That we had a big fire, high winds, 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, and several departments out on the fire. So in that event, which started in Latimer County, we worked that as a single event that was a joint effort between 2 counties. Latimer County was involved in it first. The fire started in Latimer County, and he was the lead on that. I went back Monday after the fire was over. Everybody was gone. Drove around just looking at how much it burned. Got a report from the Forestry Department and from Latimer County that there were 7 structures burned. 4 of them were residences. We met last Monday, Trenton Boston and 2 other people on his team. We took a side-by-side and a drone and took pictures. I sent pictures to all 3 commissioners of the one house in Haskell County that burned, and the rest were in Latimer County. I know that's been, someone said that they were all in Haskell County. According to forestry, according to Latimer County, and according to the maps that I saw, they were not. We went to every house that burned. We got pictures. One of the houses was a school bus with axles out from under and a lean-to built against it. But it was a residence. The state has been involved. We've been in contact with the state just about every day for the last 2 weeks over this. If they look at only Haskell County on that, for one thing, they're not gonna cover a residence because that should be covered by private insurance, and the federal government will not double cover something that's covered by insurance, or should be covered by insurance. The other thing is, most of the property that was burned, other than private property, was trees. We have a county threshold of over $54,000 that we have to meet as a single county. We're not gonna meet that. There is a possibility that we can get involved in the FEMA thing if they look at it as a joint effort between 2 counties and split the money. That's the way that we're trying to work it at the time. The possibility of us seeing any finances out of this from FEMA are, I think, pretty low, especially with the political state that FEMA is dealing with at the federal level. But that's where we are. I contacted 4 different agencies during that event and have spoken to 2 or 3 since the event was over.
So you've got to go through the state before you go to FEMA, right?
Yeah, in order to get anything out of FEMA, the kind of the chain of custody, I guess you'd call it, is my contact is either the duty officer who mans the phone there, kind of like an emergency line. There's someone there 24/7, or I would call the Southeast Regional Coordinator, which is Damon Nixon. I've talked to him, I think, almost every day, other than weekends, since then. No, I can't go apply for an emergency public assistance grant or anything like that directly through FEMA. We've got involved in the state. It goes through the state. When FEMA pays us, they pay the state, and the state sends us money.
Just like we're doing on the flood that we're still trying to get out of 2020. Hadn't paid us yet.
Right. Well, that's a different deal. That FEMA was not involved in that. That's just state. But it's like the flooding from last spring. Yeah. Where FEMA has sent money and the state has sent it on to our county treasurer.
Okay, is that it? Anybody else got any questions they want to ask or anything? Not, then we'll move on to number 11. Review and sign if approved appropriations, transfers, or appropriation checks received and POs to be paid.
Make a motion to approve.
I second it.
Art McClary.
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
How's the scanner working, Terry?
Looks good. You guys need to come out and check it out. We scanned handle the other day.
I was a guinea pig.
Tell you, broke bones.
No, just some rods in my foot.
To adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Carl McCleary.
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
Yes, number 6, need a motion to come out of recess from the commissioners' meeting and adjourn.
So moved.
Joe Clement.
Yes.
Jerry Carroll.
Yes.
Stoney Odom.